So in this exercise, we're going to be looking at reversing a string with tests, and we'll take a look at timing, and we'll take a look at performance, and do this in Ruby. Alright, so let's make our directory, cd into it. This is reverse string. Okay, so let's get a spec going. Test, I use our spec, so describe it format. So let's just put something here to get it running. Expect true to be, end, split our panel, and we'll run that, and it passes. Okay, that's edited again. Alright, so let's put some real code in here. So let's say our result is using system reverse on that, and we expect our result to be 321 CBA. Okay, so run that, and that passes. Alright, so let's put some application code in now. Let's put this method, our own reverse method, so let's call it my_reverse. And I haven't actually used it yet, so let's put a second test case here. So let's actually fill out these descriptions. Now we've got tests running, so that's the system reverse. And we're comparing reversal methods here. So let's do the manual one. So let's set up the source to be that, and expect source.myReverse to equal 321 CBA and end. Okay, let's run that, and it fails because I actually need to open up the array class. So I'm going to do this because of Ruby's open closed. Put the method here so I can operate right off arrays. Let's just pass self back just to get it, if the structure passes. Alright, it's actually string, not an array, sorry. Alright, so it doesn't actually do anything yet, so let's start building this new method. So we'll go through all the characters, and just call each one C. Alright, and we'll say that our result, we'll add C onto our result. We'll start off with it being empty. Alright, missing an end here. Actually, it should be the other way around. It should be, and then self returning it. Okay. So that's actually saying it's off the range. It should actually be off the array the string that I'm working on. I can actually just do this like that and return that result. That's actually what I want to return here. Sorry. Alright, so I actually have to do it's C plus result, not result plus C. I didn't get saved, sorry. Okay, so that passes, so that's good. Alright, so let's do some timing. Let's use the Ruby benchmark library. So that's benchmark.measure, and then you put the code you want measured in a block. Sorry, not an end brace. Block, okay. And we need to require the benchmark library, so let's put that at the top of the program. And we actually didn't set up result here, so let's outside of the block, so it was undefined. Alright, so there's our timing. Let's put the timing on this one as well, so we're going to do the same thing here. So we've measured the system one. Now we're going to measure our own method. So it's going to be very similar. I'm going to take this, put it here. Oops, source.myReverse, and I'm going to expect the result. Put it to be that, and we'll put in the end brace. Need it to be available afterwards, so we need to declare it before. Okay. Alright, so let's run that. That's good, it's giving us some timing. It's getting a little bit hard to read. It's going too fast, so let's first of all up the number of times it's actually doing those two different calculations. Yeah. And do it on the second one as well. So just copy and paste that in. And get the indenting right. Okay, so let's make that a little easier to read with pretty print pp. So we require that library. Change that to pp. Now we can see the two. It's a little bit hard to read with them two together, so let me put in a dividing line here for that. Okay, so 0.01, 0.0. So ours is slower, which is kind of what we expected. The system one's probably written in Ruby. Let's clean this up a little bit. let's say for instance we're repeating source here. So let's declare it with a lazy evaluation variable up here, and we're not actually using source. Okay, get rid from the second one, save that, and then the first one we weren't actually using it, we were hard coding it, so let's put it in there. Okay, so now we're using it in both cases. Alright, so there's our timing again. Our one's a bit slower, so what else could we do? Perhaps to speed this up a little bit. So let's do the pre-allocated array approach. It's a common way to try to get something to work faster instead of the system constantly reallocating bigger and bigger and bigger array as it goes down through that string. We'll start off with it. We're going to use array, so we're going to have to make a couple of changes here. And let's actually put this dividing line in and after each do, shorthand after do, so we can think that'll. Okay, I'm doing two things at once here. So let's first of all get this working. So this is the reverse pre-allocated string. It's actually string. It's not array. It's string, and I can do string. I'll try to do string.new of 6. Go through it like that. So it's pre-allocated initially. Let's see if that works. It actually doesn't, because okay, first of all, it's again, this is string, not array. Okay, and we need to do. You can't actually do new of 6. We actually do for a string. We need to do capacity 6. That was added in Ruby 2.4.1, and we need to use our result there. Okay, so there's our 3 methods. I added a little bit, made it a little bit faster. Let's just dry this up as well for how many times we're doing it, because we're going to start to repeat that for every approach that we do. So let's extract that into that. It's working. Do it here. How many? And do it here. Pre-allocated one. Okay. And again, 6. It's actually slower that time, perhaps. Let's do one more approach here. Let's try. Let's try reversing from the right instead of the left. Just a slightly different way of doing things. It might not make any difference, but it's an experiment. So let's see if we can dry up this result while we're again starting to repeat ourselves a lot here. Actually, I need a here. Just left that dangling there. That didn't work. Get rid of that comment. Well, that is actually. Let me put some code here. What's on my mind? So we're going to go from the end down to the beginning, and for each one, we'll take the character. Well, actually, it's the position of that character, and we'll say the new string. Well, now this time we can just add it in. We don't need to do the new string plus. We can just new string equals new string plus, or shorthand new string plus equals. Okay. All right, and return the new string. All right, and let's actually call it new string here. Let's change that name a little bit. And actually, let's cut that out for a second. And what I started to do there was put the application code in the test, which is something that happens every now and then for me. So let's actually create this method doing that. So it's my reverse from the right, works like that. And the test, somewhat similar to the other ones we've been doing. It's going to set up the result, and we'll make the bench. Well, actually, do this. Let's just call it without the benchmark first, just to make it simple to see if that works. I'll have to declare this. Again, we can dry this up a little bit just by putting the expected that we keep checking here. So let's change that while we're here. It's our new expected. Okay. And alright. I think that might let's try it. Okay, we still got nil. Quotes rather. Let's make sure we declare that. That didn't work drying it up with the results, so we're going to put it back. Get rid of that. Okay. We can come back to that later. Alright, so I got let's try that. 0.1, 0.9, 0.32. Whoa, slower. Alright, well that didn't help a lot. But it's kind of just an experiment, so let's put the benchmark. Sorry. Let's put the benchmark around this one. Print it out. Actually missing that. Sorry, I was... Okay, there's the fourth one. Yeah. And the third one's 1.4. Fourth one was 1.3031. So not that much difference. And let's try one more approach. Let's try just using the until do construct. So again, it's an iterative. It's not a recursive approach, and just to explore whether the language might handle out a little bit more performantly, efficiently, faster. All right. So let's just make sure we're still okay. So in our new method here, so it's my reverse using until do. So start off with our initial new string being empty, our position at the beginning, and until we get to the end, we'll do it this way as we did it the first time, going from beginning to end. We'll make our new string. So in this case, we'll do the self.position plus new string, not new string plus self position. Okay, and we'll increment position while we're moving along the string, and we do that until we've got to the size of the string. So we actually need an extra. The indenting was a little bit off here, so let's fix all of that. And that. Okay, we're getting nil here because we haven't returned it. So let's return our new string. Let's see if that passes. And nope, didn't. And here, results. Okay, let's try that. No, that wasn't it. Alright. Oh, typo. Duh. Sometimes it's a typo. And it still didn't work because here I may actually need to do the double equals, a classic mistake in a lot of languages. And you could see it didn't really speed it up a lot, but at least we got to test it out, try all those different approaches, and we can get rid of that. Actually we can't, we need to still have that. Okay, and so we need that in all of these. And here we'll add the benchmark into that final method. Okay, didn't do that, so let's actually see what that last method does. 1.0, yeah, interesting. And that's the end of that exercise. Thank you.